Hi everyone. Just like you have your clothes that you wear, there are certain aspects of your life that you have no control over. There are certain things that you wear, aspects of your life that you are wearing, but does not define who you truly are. But you have the misconception that that is who you truly are. And these are part of the things that affect your life, your success, your happiness, and your peace. And what are these? You're an alien, a spirit. I wanted to have an experience on earth, and then you need to touch down, but you don't know anything about the earth. You don't know anywhere, but you need to touch down somewhere. So you found yourself dropping somewhere, and when you drop there, the culture, your color, your race, the continent you find yourself, your country, your physique, your tribe, your ethnicity, your traditions, your religion, all these are things that you find yourself into. And these things are there because these are the way the people in that place live in order for them to survive, in order for them to be able to adapt and have a good life. So this is their way of living, and all this combination of all those things are based on how they can be able to survive. And you are more of a spiritual being than a physical, and all those cultures, these are their way of life. Just like their closeness to the sun, the weather, the climate, and everything that has to do with them, they need these particular ways in order for them to survive. And then this is where you find yourself, but that's not what defines you. You're more of a spiritual being, and you find out that all these are different cultures in different ways. Religion has a culture, ethnicity, tribe, all those, they have their own culture, and you call them as rules, the way it works, and all of those are to guide you towards living a right life. So you are not all those. Those are set to set your path, to make it easier for you. For example, you have religion. We have different kinds of religion, but they are all focused towards guiding your relationship with God, Gaia, nature, tree of life, source. Whatever works for you is one and the same, really. And so this is your relationship between you and God. That's what religion is all about. And so you see, but we have different kinds of religion based on those people. You realize that religion is based on location when you look at it. But then they spread to other people accept them because they realize or they feel that this particular way, this particular rules guides my relationship better. It makes me have a closer and a better relationship with God, the source or universe, however you call it. And so that's the reason. What really defines you is that your spirituality, and that's your true identity, that's your character. So your true self is more of who you are within than who you are outside, because who you are within is what reflects on the outside. So building whatever it is within is what gives you the life that you prefer. You have a lot of people with different kinds of experiences. They be like, these people have these experiences, they are the best way. It means that their life is better and the others are better. The reason why you compare yourself with others is because these particular people followed their own path, their own flow, and then it worked for them, and you want to have your own flow, but you feel by copying other people's flow you'll be able to find yourself. But no, just as your thumbprint is different from every other person's thumbprint, that's how your own flow and your own path is different. And so what did you come here to do? You came here to have an experience by being yourself. And what is that yourself? Yourself, your existence is to make other people's lives easier just by you being present on earth. And what is that? It's in the form of what you give to them that they cannot find anywhere, as your passion. So you see, a passion is something that comes from spirituality, from the within. And so doing your passion and giving out is what you give out to other people to feel your presence and to make their lives easy. And that's what you give out, and in return the outcome of you giving out is that wealth that you want. So you have in your hands everything that you need to make that wealth. So all these segregations and all these separations, they are not bad and they do not define you. They are just ways that are meant to guide you, but they are not meant to control you. They are ways of life, meaning that you can choose, you can be adaptable. So you can choose to find yourself somewhere and adapt in that place. That's the reason why you find out that certain people or kids that are from a particular race are being born in another race, or from a different tribe or culture, and then they find themselves in a location that is different with different tribes and cultures. You find out that they speak like the place where they are born, even though that's not who they are, that's not their culture, their origin. It's not where it comes from. So you see, we are more of like artificial intelligence, and that's where the concept comes from. We gather our memories based on the experiences we have around those around us. So we store them and we live by them, thinking that that's who we are. That's not who we are. Who we are is from within. Going with the flow, what makes you happy, what gives you peace, doing your passion and giving out helps you to adapt to wherever you find yourself and to find the comfort that you want, that you prefer. So life is beautiful. You see a lot of people, there's so much hate because of this segregation. They do not see the positivity in this diversity. Diversity is the spice of life. It's nothing bad, it's you seeing different things and then being happy, having multiple experiences. That's what life is all about. You came to have an experience, and a beautiful experience, and what better way to have adventures than finding yourself in different situations and different places that are different from what you already experienced. That's what life is all about. So you stop hurting each other because you are different. Don't do that. And you go with your own flow of what you feel is best for you. Why? Because I told you about your passion. You're directly linked with God, source, Gaia, tree of life, nature. Whatever works for you is one and the same, really. And that's the reason why what really matters to you is something that you cannot see. Emotions, your passion, whether you're angry or whether you're happy or whether you are at peace. These are things that you cannot see, you cannot touch. They are feeling, because that is who you are, and that is your connection to the universe, to God, source, and that's who you truly are, and it's what reflects on the physical. And so you see, when you look at it, then it means that we are all equal, meaning that what you see in the physical really is not who you are. So it's like you are hurting a part of you when you hurt someone else, because if it's an energy, meaning that you're an energy, let's say that all the energies are white, meaning that we are all white, but the difference is just like your clothes that you have outside. You find yourself where you are because these are the way you need to be in order to make the impacts that you need to make, in order to have the experiences that you need to have. So when you look at life the way it really is, you realize that what you're doing, this segregation and all these wars and all this fight, really is counterproductive. It doesn't really make sense, really. You just found yourself where you are. But when you see certain people change these particular things and decide to follow another one, you don't discriminate on them. Why? Because that is, they are going with their own flow of what connects them, what makes them who they are. Because when you are who you are, you get yourself directly connected to the source, and that is the beauty of life. Why don't you start now to find yourself and find your own flow by doing your passion and giving out? That is your identity, and going with the flow of what makes you happy, what gives you peace. It's you taking your own flow, taking your own path, and that's what life is all about. So stop the hating, stop the segregation, stop all the killing, and stop every single thing that you're doing. It's really counterproductive. Instead, it destroys you from within. For every good that you do, you build yourself, because I told you, we are all light entities, we are all positive entities, we are all good entities. For every good that you do, you build yourself, and for every bad that you do, you destroy yourself. You think you're doing bad to someone else, not knowing that it only affects you. God, universe, Gaia, tree of life, nature, source can never do anything that is unfair. It is the best judge and truest judge and the fairest judge. So you cannot do something with the intention of hurting someone thinking that you're truly hurting that person. Yeah, the person might really feel, probably they might feel the effect of what you did and all that, but it really hurts you instead of them. Why? Because their internal being is intact, meaning that whatever hurts that you give to them only gives them an experience that adds to them. So you see, positivity, doing good is what builds you. So that life that you want, that peace that you want, that happiness that you want, no matter what anyone does to you or has done to you or is doing to you, you need to let go, forgive and forget. Then you're doing it to yourself. You're building into your internal energy. And then going with your own flow, doing your passion and giving out will help you get that life, that experience, whatever it is you want, you've been dreaming of. That is what guides you towards achieving those and finding those. So how beautiful is life really?